everyone, Jeri here. Happy Yellow Monday. Keep watching and you'll find out what this is. And of course, you know what that is. Let's get started with our yaya. Good morning, everyone. Jeri Bellini here. Today we're going to have a yaya because Brian has been working me to the bones. So I've been enjoying it. But I haven't had any time in my art room. Yeah, but that's okay. I really enjoy, believe it or not, I know that maybe sound crazy to some of you. I really do enjoy working in the Etsy shop. So what do we have to say today? So you see the humidifier back there? It has to stay on. I'll just hide it so you don't see it. My eyes are burning out of my head. Too much computer time, I think. So today I'm taking the day off. I'm going to have a little chitter chat with a friend on a Zoom, and life is good. I just cleaned up my art space. I had stuff scattered everywhere. Okay, it's not totally clean, but it's clean enough. So look, let me show you. This is one of the things I'm doing. See the fluff back there, the big pile of fluff? So, some of you that have been following me for a while know I have two little schnoodles. And Madison, she's the tiny one, the 9-pounder. She hurt her back a couple of weeks ago. And so I went out, and it's from jumping on and off the couch. So I'm having morning coffee with you. So how are we going to keep her from jumping off the couch? Okay, very simple solution is to get one of those dog ramps, right? So Black Friday, I bought one. I got a nice little deal, and really cute, well-made. I think it was called Paw something. It was wooden, and it had these little I don't know what they are, but it was like covered in this nice, okay, use your imagination, okay? And anyway, she wouldn't go on it. She was afraid of it. And I tried to force her, and I was trying to show her and give her a little treat at the end of it. And no, she didn't want anything to do with it because, you know, she's 11 years old, okay? And she's not, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So that goes for us too, right? No, it does not. We're always learning something, aren't we? But unfortunately, the dog wouldn't do it. So I left it up there for about a week and kept trying to, you know, give her the cracker or give her a little piece of dog treat. She didn't want anything to do with it. So finally I said, what am I going to do? I got rid of it, sent it back, and we have 3 sofas in our house, okay? 1 in my art room, 2 in the living room. Oh, and then Brian has his chair. So she's jumping up and down on all these surfaces. What am I going to do? Please, if I'm boring you, just fast forward through this. So I hate crap all over the place. I just can't stand it, and clutter. And it's like everywhere here, especially here in this room. So I decided to layer a bunch of pillows. I'm getting back to that fluff in the corner. Layer a bunch of blankets, pillows, whatever I could find that was, you know, soft but firm. Anyway, you should see the contraption I put on the floor for her. So at first she was like, I don't think so. So I had to block the rest of the sofa off so she'd have to do that if she... I'll show it to you. I'll take a picture and insert it. What we won't do for our babies. All right. So yesterday, today's Sunday. And yesterday, Mr. Brian said, you know, there's a sale over at the church that we go to for these church sales. And he said, they have like a schedule. They have them all the time. And they're really quite nice sales. It's usually very busy. But the whole church, I don't even know what they must do with all this stuff when they're not having a sale because it's everywhere. They can't be putting it away. They must leave it. So he said the church sale he said to me yesterday, the church sale's today. Do you want to go? And I said, yeah, all right. I feel pretty good. My legs have been doing much better. I'm going to tell you about my legs. Okay, so let me write that down so I don't forget. I said, all right, we'll go to the church sale. Well, it's upstairs and downstairs too. And it's packed with stuff. So we got a bunch of interesting things for the shop. Okay, so we shop for our shops. And one of the things we picked up, I don't want, I want it. I want to keep it. It's over here. And you know, I can if I want to, right? Look at it. Is it the most happy bowl you ever saw? It's enamel, not enamel. I don't know what it is. It's metal. It's metal and it's painted and it's got an autograph there. Somebody signed it. And it's got a top. It's got a lid too. So you see that beautiful yellow? It's gorgeous. Anyway, it does have a lid. The lid's in the other room. I did, you know, try to wipe it off and I was afraid I would take some of the paint off. But I did start with the top. I love it. And I'll hide the humidifier. I did take, let me back up the train here. So I'm wiping the top off and I guess it was so dirty that when I wiped it off, it was like a pale yellow. So I said, I'm not going to touch this. I just barely like wiped. I love it. I love it. I wiped it off. He's going to make me put it in the shop. But anyway, it's so big. It's so big, but I love it. I could fill it with all kinds of goodies. And if I had a spot for it in my art room, maybe I do. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm rambling. Anyway, what else did we get? We got a lot of really interesting things. Back in the day, they still have them today. A square, I'd show it to you, but it's not here. A square with a square bundt pan. So it's got the little tube in the middle, but it's square. And it's this gorgeous, dark, deep, dark. Okay. All right, well, this is blue. But it's that deep, dark, I don't know what it is, but it's metal. And I found that. It was like on a bottom shelf. You had to kind of bend over to find, oh my gosh, I love it. So that's in our Recycle Parts for Art store. We do sell home decor stuff in there and all kinds of stuff. If you haven't been to that shop, do go over there. And, oh, you know, I just thought of something else I wanted to tell you. I have to write a note. So, you know, this is never scripted, this yaya. Sidebar, this is my lunchbox that I showed you last yaya. I think it was last yaya. And he washed it, believe it or not, it's all clean. So now all I have to do is paint the inside. So I'm doing some, because it's kind of, you know, rusty a little bit. I'm doing random stuff today because I said I got to give my eyes a break. Okay, so that's why I took that fluff. I had 2 pillows that were going in the trash. They were throw pillows that came with something that I bought. So I cut them open. You ever do that to get the poly fluff to stuff things? Yeah, it's a very economical way to get poly fluff is just go and get an old pillow or cut one up that you already have. So I made a pillowcase. I stuffed a pillowcase with it. And look at all that stuff I have left over for the dog. All right, that was a huge, you know, the whole yaya is a sidebar. All right, what else? All right, let me get back to my legs. So the church sale was a success. I just had a blast, and I'm trying to think of what I bought. Oh, I bought some nativity pieces. I bought this cute little set, a nativity set from Japan. And I showed it to you, but like I said, it's already in the shop. And it's got these little tiny 4-inch Jesus and Mary and Joseph. And I think there's 2 animals. It was adorable. So I took a picture of that and put it in the shop yesterday. That's why my eyes are burning. On the computer too much. So don't do that. All right, so the church sale was amazing. I always love to go there. And let me tell you about my legs, okay, if you're interested, okay? For those of you that are new here, I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS. You can look it up. But it's been giving me fits in my hips. Well, I thought I had arthritis. Well, I do have arthritis, osteoarthritis, I think they call it. But I went to a specialist, and because it was super, super painful over the summer. I mean, I was beside myself, believe me. I didn't really show it on the YouTube, but I just didn't know what to do. I was in so much pain. So when I came home in the end of October, That's another reason why I came home early. I couldn't take it anymore. Okay, that was a lot of whining. Sorry. I don't usually complain. You know, I have a lot of different things. All right, I'm 70, right? You know that. And I have a lot of different things. We all do, correct? So if I just sat here and started complaining about every single one of them, you would click me off. I got a very nice message from one of you. I'll just say your first name, Dorothy. And she gave me a Ko-fi donation and said, you know, she was so appreciative that I share my reality. This is my reality, okay? I'm old. I'm older. I don't like to say I'm old. I'm just kidding. But, you know, I'm older. I'm 70 now. And we have stuff. And I want to share that with you guys so that you don't feel like you're the only one out there that has stuff. There's a lot of people that don't say a word about their stuff. Now, I don't want to hear it all day long from somebody. Every time I see you, I don't want to hear about your aches and pains. Every time. You can tell me once in a while, but if you're having a problem. But I don't dwell on it. As you know, I dwell on gratitude and always looking for something in the bad situation that you can be grateful for. And I'm grateful for a lot of things. So getting back to my legs, went to the specialist. Boy, she can sidebar, can't she? Yeah. You either love me or you hate me. So I went to the specialist and he said, I don't think this is your arthritis totally. He said, I think this is your Ehlers-Danlos. So it's so hard to know the difference. And he gave me some tests, physical ones, and he made me do this and that and the other thing. And he goes, you know, I want you to go to physical therapy. He goes, and really work on this. Oh, I've been working so hard. And guess what? It's paying off. I can walk better. Now, today I'm not great because I went to the, you know, church sale yesterday and I was schlepping up and down the stairs. But I'm doing so much better. I am so grateful. You have no idea. Yeah. It's a lot though. It's a lot. I do these exercises every day. Once in a while I'll miss a day because I can't take it anymore. It's about an hour. So my morning routine takes totally about 2 hours before I can even get started and go out and have my breakfast. I got 2 hours in. So I was thinking about this the other day, how it's a lot. Like, you know, sometimes I get like angry that I have to do this, to be honest. But then I think, you know, what's the alternative if you don't do it? So you're taking 2 hours out of every day to have a good whole rest of your day. So, you know, is it worth it? Yeah, I'm going to tell you it is. It's definitely worth it. So I'm tickled to death. All right, let's move on. I treated myself to a Jennifer chalk pen. Yes, you all know what this is if you watch Jennifer Clouston, which if you don't, why not? Anyway, I treated myself to this and I love it. It's not a pen, it's a chalk. It's a chalk thing. And it came with like all these chalk refills. And I bought it. I started dealing with this wholesale company to get the Bowen needles, right? And they had these. And I went, okay. So they charged so much for them. I can't put them in the store because there's not enough of a markup to make it worth my while. But I said, I'm going to buy one for myself. And I see people using these cute little clips. So I bought a container. I bought a huge container of these clips. And these I'm going to put in the shop. I think I'll maybe put like 10 or 12 of them in a little thing. And because like who needs a huge thing? And I bought a huge thing. So if you're they're especially useful if you're doing hexagons. So you just fold over the edge and just put this on, you know, a couple of the edges and it holds it in place while you're stitching it. Love the clips. Okay. So what am I doing besides working in my Etsy shop? That's what I did for the last week. And trying to clean up the warehouse a little, but mostly I was listing things, you know, because it's Christmas and people are buying a lot of stuff. Thank you so much. And, oh, shameless plug for this, because this is right. I mean, you could get this and finish it before Christmas. Seriously. It's a little kit that I developed last year, and this is recycled sweaters. And everything's in the kit except the string and the needles. Even the backing. You get to pick the backing that you want. All right, I'm going to throw that over to the side. So, I couldn't take it anymore last night. I said last night, I sat down. I've been working so hard during the day that at night when I sit down to watch TV, I usually stitch. I just was like, I'm like this at night, just sitting there, falling asleep. Can't wait to go to bed. But last night I said, no, Jeri, you're going to sew. Well, I did. Just checking my time. It was crazy what I did, okay? Because I really needed to sit on my heating pad, okay, which is on the sofa. And I wanted to stitch. I didn't feel like doing the hexies, I know. And I really have had a huge, overwhelming hankering for crazy quilting. Like, so I had done some crazy quilting last summer, but I didn't like the pieces that I made because I didn't think it through when I started it, and I didn't put the colors together that went nice together, and so I wasn't happy with them. So they're sitting in a box somewhere. But anyway, last night, if you recall, when I did my Power 10, which I am going to get back to that, I just have to get through this Christmas season, and my Christmas book that I was making, I did promise you a part 2 to make the book, but as I said, Brian's being a slave driver, so I have to work right now. But yeah, why did I trail off just now with all that? I started a new thing. I guess that's why. And this is what I did. So I like those colors. I like the way they look, and I feel like they made me happy. So these are, I call these fancy fabrics because they're like silks and, you know, just fancy fabrics. And some of them are from those books that we got last year of all those samples, which, yeah, I am going to put them in the shop. That's a project I'm going to do after Christmas, because what I found was when, here's a piece right here. I'm sorry, I just put my head in your face. When there's paper on the back of these, I just soaked this with water. I left it in the bathroom like overnight or something. I just kind of, it was wet. I put something wet on top of it, a wet washcloth. That's what I did. And then the next day I just went and picked off as much of the paper as I could. I'm going to use this. I don't care that it's got paper on the back. Like one of the pieces here, this one has paper on. Here, I'll show you. Has paper on the back. I can stitch through that. Let me get a needle. I'll show you. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be amazing, so I wouldn't use a ton of paper back there, but, you know, it's not a big deal. It really isn't if you use a good sharp needle. So I decided that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to soak the pieces that I want to use. And anyway, oh, getting back to this, all right? So I wanted to sit on the sofa. And I know I'm driving a lot of you crazy. So sorry. Sorry, not sorry, right? Like Jennifer says, she's sorry, not sorry. I wish she was closer. I wish I could take a course with her. Anyway, what I decided to do, because I wanted to sit on this, I did this by hand. Yeah, it wasn't horrible, I have to tell you. Now, I'm going to make some more today, and I'm going to do them by machine. But look, there's the little stitches in the back to prove it. Yeah, did it by hand. And this is out of Jennifer's book, the Crazy Quilting book. Where is it? Here it is. I'll get it. I'll show it to you. This. Okay, just so you know, it's this book. Love it. A lot of inspiration. Oh, here, I wanted to show you this too. All right. So, you can do these by hand is what I'm getting at, which I know we have sewing machines and we're spoiled with them for this type of thing, but it wasn't that big a deal. I had one of those felt, you know, mats. I've shown them to you before. And I think there's a link for one down below. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But I love them. I have like 8 of them. And I just laid it out. I did plug an iron in next to me and left it. That was Mr. Brian. That was quite a loud sneeze. He's working in the bathroom today. Anyway, yeah, I just took my time and just laid one piece out, then laid another piece out, and I did iron them down, and then I just stitched the seams. Would I do the whole quilt like this? Probably not. Oh, here's the felt board that I was talking about. The felt, these are those felt ironing mats. So I love them. Like I said, I have about 8 of them. So I did want to share with you, it's an octagon, okay? And I had a piece of cardboard in an octagon shape cut out at the beach, and I can't find it. So I have to make another one. So what I did, she has in her book, should I show you? I'll show you. She has in her book, it's like really, if you're like afraid of doing crazy quilting, just stitching things down, you can follow her template patterns and stuff. So she's got the octagon. This is the size. So I traced this, okay, right? And now I'm going to glue this to the cardboard to make a cardboard template. Because what you do is after you do the stitching, okay, you lay the cardboard down on top. Let me see if I can get this so you can see it. You lay the cardboard on top and you trace around the edge. And that's the edge where you're going to sew the pieces together. So when you're doing your embroidery, this is important, because when you're doing your embroidery, you don't want to go past that edge. Okay? So I need a piece of cardboard. I'm all ready. I'm going to get my X-Acto knife out, glue this down when I'm done talking to you, and do that. All right. Do you want to see? I got a couple things to show you here. Well, I'll show you this first. So this is one of my Power of 10 UFOs. And I hope I'm going to make you laugh, okay? Here it is. All right, let me get it. Let me get it straight. So I'm going to hide back here for a second and just show it to you. I hope you got to see the whole thing. All right, let me stay still. I never stay still, okay? All right, because my voice is going to get funny being behind here. But all right, this is my Power 10. And didn't I say to you, if you watch that, I only had this little bit on the corner to finish stitching down the binding. So I've been cleaning up my living room. I think it looks nice. There's hardly anything in it, but it looks nice to me. Still got to find stuff to hang on the walls. But I was so excited. Now I can hang this up in there because I just did this. So I finished stitching the corner, and then I'm just like looking at it. And looking at it. And I'm going, wait a minute. This isn't even quilted. Can you believe it? I never even noticed it. So you probably can't, oh yeah, you can see it now in the camera. This is quilted, and I never quilted anything else. Guess what? I'm not going to. I'm just going to hang it up just the way it is. No, there is, oh no, wait. There is some quilting because you can see it on the back. The squares, the log cabin things. Some of them are quilted. You don't even notice it, right? Nobody's going to notice it. I didn't notice it. The flowers along the edge, like the border, I quilted around there. I'm done with it. I have to be done with it because if I keep this on my list, and I'm sorry, I'm talking behind the thing. If I keep this on my list and try to quilt this, it'll be 2 years till it's done. And you know what? I need to hang something up on my wall in my living room. So it's done, as far as I'm concerned. Done and dusted, I think, is an expression. So, all right, there you go. That, and put it in my heck yeah, it's finished. I still do have to put the, what do you call it? What was that, a raspberry? The sleeve on, which I'll do at some point. So, another sidebar. My daughter gave me this candle. I never burn candles because I'm very sensitive to smell. This one, for some reason, smells so good. It's from Trader Joe's. It's called Yuzu Hot Sauce. It's got them. I've never smelled anything like it. So, like I said, I don't usually burn candles, but I got this one burning. It just smells good, and it's not bothering me. And I had it on the corner of the table. Well, I'm not used to burning candles, and I bent down over it and almost burnt my hair off. So be careful if you burn candles. All right. I do want to show you something that I'm working on this morning as well. Like I told you, I'm just doing some little bits here and there. So I'm sorry I didn't show these to you before I cut them. So I had these. I'm going to hold them up in pieces, and you're going to go, what is that? It's a sock. Let me show you this one because it doesn't have holes in it. It's a sock. It was like together. So it was like that, and it went all the way up, and it's a Ukrainian pattern, I think, if I'm getting this right. I think these, yeah, I think it's in a Ukrainian pattern. I bought these on eBay, like goes like that, okay, like 1,000,000 years ago, and like a really long time ago. And I was cleaning out here. I was cleaning out a closet, and I said, you know, I haven't looked at these in a long time. I'm going to put them back on. I put them on eBay. I used to do a lot of eBay. I put them back on eBay. Nobody bought them. And they've been floating around, and Brian wants to throw them out because he's sick of looking at them. And the other day I came across them again, and I went, wait. Oh, no. I'm keeping these. So I cut them off. I cut the foot off because you know me. Right? Come on. Are they adorable? Yeah, seriously, why didn't I think of that sooner? So I cut the foot off, and I'll stitch this under so it doesn't totally unravel on me. And yeah, sassy. I don't know what to do with this, but this, and you're going to say, why did you cut those, Jeri? Well, nobody wanted to buy them. And this is the problem on the foot of one of them. Okay, so that's why probably nobody wanted to buy them. But I bought them like that because I thought they were sassy. But this had to be 25 years ago. So any ideas of what to do with this? Even though that one has a hole. I think there's another pair of these downstairs somewhere. Yeah, I'll be looking for them. I'm pretty sure. And I'll be doing the same thing. So if you... my wrists get cold, and that's why I wear them. If you just like the look of them, I wear them in the house. I wear them all day. If you like the look of them and you want to wear them like outside when you put your coat on and you go out, you can take an old sweater and just cut the arms off if you're sick of the sweater, or you get it cheap at the thrift store and it's cute. You know, sometimes they have these really ugly sweaters that you would never wear, but you would do this. All right. That's it. It's almost 30 minutes. So I just wanted to check in with you guys because, you know, I don't have a how-to video for you. I appreciate all your comments about my rice bag. You're going to think this is crazy, but I am thinking of selling it. I mentioned, I think in another video, I wanted to start selling my work. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh my gosh, would you do me a huge favor, okay? I opened up another Etsy shop. So we have 3 Etsy shops. It's a lot, but we wanted to keep categories, kind of like categories together. So that's why we did that. But sorry about that noise. It's a bathroom production. I had opened up a recycled art for sale instead of recycled parts for sale. Years ago, when we were doing a lot of art shows, people would say, well, do you have an online, if I want more of whatever? And I'd go, no. So I opened it up years ago, recycled art, the number 4 sale. So I started putting stuff in it a couple days ago. There's only 4 things in it. So here's the fave, okay? Etsy and their algorithms, if nobody clicks on that stuff, I'm not going to show up in any search until people start clicking on it. If you would go there and just pop in and out of each, I only have 4 items, even favorite one of them, if you would be so kind, favorite my shop, it will boost the algorithms for me, and people will start to come from the Etsy village, and they'll start looking, and perhaps I'll be able to sell off some of my work. I'd be so happy if you would do that. I'll put the link below. I'll put it kind of towards the top. I'll just put that one store, recycled art for sale. Don't tell Brian, okay? Because he said he didn't want to deal with another shop. He said, don't do it, Jeri. But I said, I don't want to put all this stuff. It's so random in what shop, okay? So I have a lot of leftover samples from my bead store. And, I make all these things on my YouTube channel, and then what am I doing with them? So, and I need the income, obviously. This is what we do for a living. So I said, I'm going to just put them in this shop and see what happens. So if you just start clicking, I would really appreciate it. Click, click, click. And I'm going to try to get more stuff in there as time allows, but and keep it a secret from him. I'll keep it a secret until somebody orders something, and then he'll go, what? Well, he won't even know because it's not on his computer, but I have all the stuff right here up in my room. It's all packaged, ready to go. I know, shame on me. But hey, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do, and I have to get rid of some of this stuff. And I'm going to close this video out by showing you this adorable little mini pincushion that I made. And I did sell one of my pincushions. They are very time consuming because I fuss with them. So, I put little flowers on them, and I don't have the rest of them are downstairs with the inventory, or I'd show you the finish. But I think I posted a picture, and you can go to this is in Shop at the Little House, because it's a pincushion, it's a textile. You can go there and get a better look at these. But yeah, I thought they would be a little more popular than they are, but they are a little pricey. I do get that. And I signed. If I could sign it, I signed it someplace. But if nobody buys this one, I'm keeping it. I love it. The one that sold was very similar to this one. And is that it? Did I mention everything? I think I did. I was going to talk to you about my book that I bought, but I'll save that for another one because we're up to 33 minutes. So, all right, guys, I hope you have a great week ahead. Today's Happy Yellow Monday. I should have started off by saying Happy Yellow Monday, but I don't have a speck of yellow on. I think I'll use this for Happy Yellow Monday in my Facebook group. Yeah. All right. So have a great week ahead, and let me know in the comments what you're doing. I asked about your Christmas gifting last time, and it was very interesting. I got a lot of people like to make gifts. A lot of people got the face when they gave a handmade gift. So very interesting. Oh, I'll just tell you one more thing about Christmas. My daughter is going to have it, and there's a story there, but I won't get into that. So I suggested to her, everybody's on a very tight budget this year. I said, why don't we do a gift exchange of a piece of junk from our house? I thought that would be fun. It has to be at least a $20 value. And you just bring one thing, and then we'll just like open, we'll open, and then we'll play that game where you can steal the thing from the other person. So it can be more than $20 value, but it has to be a $20 value. This way nobody spends any money, and maybe we get rid of some of our stuff. And the kids can play too, because she wanted the kids to be involved a little bit more this year. They always tend to run up, my littles, they're 12. They always tend to run up into their bedroom and we never see them. So we're going to do a scavenger hunt. This year I'm going to do that. And I thought we would do this gift exchange. I'm not sure if we're going to do it or not. I'll let you know. Let me know what you do for the holidays. If you are doing something fun, like we're going to put games out and stuff like that, so that we will all be interacting with one another. That's what we want to do. We don't like it when the kids go upstairs. We want everybody to be together and, have a good visit. So let me know what you guys do with your family. All right, I'm going to say bye for now. I will hopefully see you with some kind of a how-to video at some point, but I can't make any promises at the moment because it's crazy with the holidays. See you soon.